NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line. General West. Bang, 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 bang. Hard, hard. Keep. Hey, Charlie. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this one to Boyd. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I got it. Shift. Hey, high 7.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Yeah.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it here with Bernard. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll drop to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
Go now. 10 more. Hey, echo.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
132 fighter. Check 3.
Check 43.
Get it.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. One. You mine. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Target. One.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Three.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Mike 54. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Quick slant there. Gets him the 1st down. 6 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here. Fournette, a 1st down carry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Wide, move.
50 seconds. I got one.
Nice 57, 57.
Land 18. Three.
Get that ball. Rush in.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can be nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 83 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Me and you all day. One. I'm coming after you. Check, crunch.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Here I come.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Cooper's got it. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Motion. Three.
From the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back?
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
One.
52. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped the yard or two short, and it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They scored a touchdown the last time they had the football, but things going to be a little bit more difficult this time.
No, certainly, because where they're starting, the goal isn't even thinking about a touchdown at this point. They're thinking about field position. A couple of first downs in order to give some room for their punter and maybe flip the field position for their defense.
At the 11-yard line.
Ready up.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on second down. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What do I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
check. 53's mine.
Hey, Alpha.
I got one.
Shoot.
Out of the gun now on third down. He completes it to Boyd. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
You ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
Yeah, absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1-score game.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He got 29 yards that time. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
General West. Get it.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready? 15-1. 15-1.
Looking to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Matt Breida, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's crashing.
Pollard going to try the right side. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
One. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Here's Mariota. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. A big play here for the Cowboys. 47 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Jim. He's mine.
This is Fournette. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and a yard, Mariota. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Cooper was the intended target. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
60 outlaw.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Two-jet bomber. You're out. Hey, orbit.
Shit.
2nd and 3. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. One. Watch the edge.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
I got him.
Mike's 54. 3. Silver. Alpha. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get that.
Throwing, Mariota. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. That's complete to Slayton. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch 54. Watch the run. One. Hey, watch Sam.
Throwing is Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I'm coming after you.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Mariota now. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Where are they, team?
Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the 21-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. Fresno. Bravo.
2nd and 10. Finding Green complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
First down, Cincinnati.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
No. Off. Hey, exit.
They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it in.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Watch the screen. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike.
To throw Mariota. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas first down. Now Mariota. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Switch. 3.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7.
57 to Mike. One. Here we go.
Mariota. Got a man, Slayton. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
at the 13-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Out, 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 out.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
Ready to break. Hey, Haywood.
53's mine. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming
Down.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Bengals on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4.
Go.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Great. Trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Kevin Huber now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Blue there.
3.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Come on, boy.
On 3rd down, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Bengals grab it. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Come get some. Come out here. Come get it. He don't want it.
On 1st down, Bernard. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling
again.
No,
you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
On second down now, Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for